Minders. I am fired up to be with everybody on a Wednesday. Listen, fired up that you are fired up about who you are and where you're going. I know the people that tune into this channel, these folks are people that are pushing toward that next level of greatness, trying to get 1% better every single day. So I commend you for just taking the first steps. Welcome to Grind Time. Listen, I had a person the other day that asked me a question. I was out and about and they said, hey, I seen one of your videos. It was your very first video. It's got a lot of views and it was called Why I Didn't Quit Symmetry Financial Group, SFG. And they asked me, they say, do you still feel the same way today? Like will you ever quit Symmetry Financial Group? And my answer was simple. It was quick. It was precise. I already thought about what I would answer, the way that I would answer this type of question. I will never quit Symmetry Financial Group. And so this video is going to be pretty much the sequel, right? The follow-up to why I didn't quit Symmetry Financial Group. Listen, I'll back up just a bit, right? And many of you already know kind of my story, where I came from, my background. If you haven't had a chance to hear it, do me a favor. Go back to that very first video when I launched the channel, and it's titled Why I Didn't Quit SFG. Listen to it. Maybe there's some things in there that you connect with. But here's where I am. Right, so we fast forward all the way to 2022, and there's been a lot of great accomplishment, great things that's happened. I am so blessed to be a part of a company that is moving in the direction that this is and really disrupting the insurance industry as we know it, right? And so there are quite a few reasons why I come to this conclusion that, as for me, everybody's got entitled to their own opinion, but as for me, why I won't ever quit this company, and I'll list out a few, not all of them. I'll list out a few. In the first video, I talked about the ownership kind of pathway that Symmetry gets us to be able to have this franchisable opportunity that I didn't have to spend $20, $30, $40, $50,000 to be able to be a part of, and I don't have ongoing franchise fees, and I can really run a business within this business model that I completely own contractually. Yes, you know that by that time I released the video, I had already become an agency owner. The team did really, really well in the very beginning and even moving forward. And over the last couple of years, we've been able to see not only one, not just two, but three, and really on the path to seeing 5 people by the end of this year become agency owners within the company. That means that these people have the same binding contract that binds Symmetry to this, hey, you own your own business. It can't be taken away from you. If you want to sell it, go be it. There you have it, sell it. If you want to take it and give it to like I did, my kids and my kids' kids, it's set up to where it continues for forever. These people have that opportunity now, and they have officially signed, in 3 cases, those agreements that say, hey, I've got something that I own, and to see the income that comes behind it, to know that within this company, the average agency owner has a passive. This is outside of everything that they do for sales, and they're going out and they're still in the field or still working with clients, but outside of their own personal efforts, they have a passive income of at least $50,000 a year. There's people who that's their only income stream, $50,000 a year, and it took them 8-10 years to be able to build that. Well, we're talking about folks, 2 of them that I know hadn't been here for even 2 years. One of them that's been here for about 3, right? And I've seen people do it even faster, and we're on the path to see other people actually break those records. And so That's only one of the many reasons why this thing is something that I'm going to hold on to forever, right? Another great reason is I got a deposit. I woke up, it was, I believe, last Tuesday. I got a deposit for $3,500 in deposits from a company that I know for a fact that I had not written any business for, but that deposit came anyway. I got to searching, like figuring out how did they make a mistake? What happened? Was it somebody on my team that wrote something big, or what happened? And I look in my back office with Quility and I realized that there was a client that I had previously sold 4 years ago. 4 years ago, completely forgot about who they were and where they lived and all, because I've got a lot of different clients. I'm sorry. This system, this company, Symmetry, has a complete separate division at corporate that their one job is to follow up with existing clients and to see if there's something that we can help them with as a company. And from there, they give me 60 or 80% of the actual compensation. Gets better. There's another program within the company ran by corporate that it doesn't even have to be a client that I've sold. It could be somebody that told me no. And I collect a little bit of information through a digital form and I schedule it for someone else to actually look at other ways to be able to help them. And they give me 60 or 80% of the compensation for just doing a little 5-minute extra work from somebody that told me that what I came to visit them about, the mortgage protection or the final expense or whatever it was, that wasn't what they really wanted or thought that would benefit them and their family. And I was able to pass that on to corporate, and corporate gave me 60 or 80% of the commission. How about this? I woke up it was last Friday, I do believe. Last Friday, I got a phone call from a guy named Juan. I just left his house just a little bit ago. I have not talked to Juan but once. He told me that he needed to go and talk with his insurance agent and that he would get back to me. Well, I've heard that before. You've heard that before. That's typically a no, right? A no is like, hey, that's a nice way of saying I'm never going to see you again. I'm not going to be doing business. It costs too much. Whatever they're saying, that's normally what's happening. Well, because of this system that is proprietary to Symmetry Financial Group, a system that I can plug in my clients and it does all of the communications with them, right? And so even though this had been maybe even 3 months ago that I spoke with Juan was still getting communications every single day in multiple different fashions from this system, and it led Juan back to me. He called me and said, hey, I talked to my other insurance guy. Remember, I'm the one who told you I'd call you after I talked to him. Well, he said I have diabetes, so I can't get coverage, and so I figured I'd call you back. Will you still help me? Well, just this morning, I went over 9:30 a.m. appointment and wrote up Juan and his wife with 2 policies for a total of $1,800 in production. Somebody that I would have forgotten about, right? This same system, when I get done shooting this film, I kid you not, I'm going to go in and I'm going to get my leads and I'm going to put all of them in this system, and it's going to start the conversations, it's going to start some phone calls, and a lot of times it's going to allow for this client to schedule right on my calendar without me even talking to them. We have literally moved from a methodology where phone calling was to get appointments. Now phone calling is for closing, right? The only time in many cases that I speak with a client after using this system is when I'm there to actually sit down and help their family and get them protection. And it's given me and my family back so much time to be able to go out and do other things, to be able to work on this thing, right? And make sure that we're able to get some value to you. You're talking about transforming the game for good. for good. Gone are the days where we have to do $300, $400, $500 a week just to schedule 15 or 20 appointments. Now I'm seeing people get that done in way less than 50 dials through utilizing some of these tools and the automation that's only available here. It's only available here. There's more, right? I'm so glad that I didn't quit this company. I've seen a lot of people back out or getting defeated or whatever it was right before some great things kind of transpired. And one of those big things is a partnership with the NFL, right? A partnership with the NFL where this company is going to be taking, not only doing, the commercials and all of that advertising and making it to where it's easier for me as an agent to get in front of clients, but going to be doing things where they're taking the entire team to the Super Bowl. Amazing stuff. We talk about Walmart, a partnership with them to offer all of the health insurance coverage for Walmarts and allow for our clients to get it affordable, to know what they're going to be paying, and to have easy access because there's a Walmart near everybody, right? Here's what I'm saying. If I thought this thing was good almost 6 years ago, I didn't know how good that this would get, and it continues to get better. On top of getting raises twice to the whole company, twice, 20% raise over the last couple of years that I've seen them give the entire company. This is the best system in our industry for a person who wants to build a business, right? There may be some other things that kind of compete when you talk about a person who just want to go out and help some families. But if you really want to maximize your efforts and your impact and you want to help a bunch of families, you want to build a business, and there's no better place to do it. So there's my update. Hopefully that was some encouragement to some, hopefully some insight to some others. Listen, we're looking for some people who really want to take this thing and run the race the way it needs to be run, the way that you can run it. Reach out. We're here. We're here to help. We'll see you later, grinders.